Mr. President, I move that we consider Senate Concurrent Resolution number 23 and recognize Senator Alan Cayetano.
Any objection? There being none, consideration of Senate Concurrent Resolution number 23 is in order. The Honorable Senator Alan Cayetano is recognized for his manifestation and brief remarks on the same. You may proceed, sir.
Mr. President, Mr. Minority Leader, Mr. Majority Leader, in behalf of the people of Taguig, who is very grateful first to God, secondly, to all those who were involved in a almost one generation of a legal battle into, making Taguig whole in such a way that all of its former territory would be now together as one community and one city. And in thanking my colleagues who are still here, it's almost 9 p.m., and giving me the chance to sponsor and give brief remarks about this concurrent resolution. We were left with a problem, as you know, despite the strict rules of the Supreme Court against a second motion for reconsideration, and after that, I think it's of public record naman kung ano nangyari, yung dates ng final decision, yung mga struggles hanggang ngayon ng mga kababayan namin from EMBO. And there's one struggle that they need the help of Congress, which is to be able to run for Congress and to be able to vote for a member of Congress. It is most basic in the U.S. Constitution, where we copied our Constitution, that no taxation without representation. So unless we're ready to say that lahat ng taga-EMBO ay wala ng buwis, we should not take out their right to have a representative and to vote for a representative. So recently, the Commission on Elections said that they cannot vote for congressman in the 2nd District of Makati dahil wala na sila sa Makati. Now, both cityhood laws of Makati and Taguig said that the cityhood law is dependent on the final resolution of any boundary dispute settled, of course, by the right forum. But this does not automatically amend the congressional district. So this concurrent resolution is meant to guide the COMELEC, meant to give them an option, meant to express the sentiments of the sovereign people through the House and the Senate. The House specifically, the local constituency, the Senate, the national constituency, but both houses equal, to tell the COMELEC that there are now two evils possible. One evil is that they'll not be able to run nor vote. The other one is that the COMELEC has no basis of where they can vote and where the barangays, which district. So this concurrent resolution is an attempt. It's not a perfect attempt, but it's an attempt until the legislature in the future can pass a new law regarding the districts. So we seek with this concurrent resolution to make our will known to the Commission on Election. Thank you for this. Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. President.
Yes, with due respect.
Patapusin mo na muna si Alan.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done?
So Mr. President,
Tawagan mo na, Meg.
yeah, I'm just saying, Mr. President, that a little over 300,000 people, and the number of voters is just on the resolution. We cannot do nothing. So I know some of our colleagues have, sa Tagalog, parang agam-agam. Even sa hearing ng City Council, I sat in, listened to our kababayans from EMBOs and other barangays, and we're all searching for the perfect solution. And the reality is that in this Congress, nagkaroon ng moratorium on new districts. And nangyari din po na yung time element, kasi filing na ng candidacy ng first week of October. No? So this resolution, if this was the House, it's simply a local bill. So it has to do with Taguigueños. But in the Senate, of course, it is the wider issues, and the issue here is very basic. It's representation. It is suffrage. No? So, Mr. President, I know there are a lot of questions. I tried to answer them myself, did a lot of legal research. I am confident the House Legal department who's also doing their research will find that everything is in order. But let me reiterate, no, any solution is better, as long as, of course, it's a good solution. No? Any good solution is better than doing nothing. And, with 1 day left till the session and then a few weeks till the voting, the people of the EMBOS will be very grateful that we gave them the choice, di ba? Sinong gustong tumakbo at sinong gustong nilang iboto. Sinong gusto tumakbo, sinong gusto iboto. Let me lang reiterate, Mr. President, wala nang problema po sa mayor, vice mayor, councilors because nag-statement na po ang Commission on Election that they can vote for the councilors and the vice mayor and the mayors. And in fact, adjustments have been made to make sure they have representation sa population nila. So it's really the congressional district ang problema. And you cannot have a caretaker for a district that doesn't exist. So meaning if today ang filing may mag-file for District 2 ng Makati, may mag-file ng District 1 and 2 ang Taguig, in limbo or, it's like they will be outside the Philippines. No? So I hope our friends will take our word for it that we consulted the members who are not here in passing this resolution. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. President, if I may.
What is the pleasure of Senator Zubiri?
Yeah, just two issues. One is this was not in the daily agenda, this concurrent resolution number 23. But I know, of course, our good colleague would like to have his area not be disenfranchised in voting. So sometimes we take it up important matters such as this to be able to answer the times. And this particular issue is on the disenfranchisement of these 10 EMBO barangays. However, Your Honor, I'm trying to get in touch with our colleague who is from Makati, and I do not know, does this have any implication to Senator Binay's
I can state for the record, Mr. President, it has nothing to do with Makati anymore because all of these barangays are now under Taguig, being administered by Taguig, and the problem is they'll not be able to vote for any...
Can I ask for just a 1 minute suspension, she's calling. 1 minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session is suspended.
Mr. President, Senator Zubiri is seeking the floor.
No. He wants to do a manifestation. I'll wait for his manifestation.
I have a motion. Senator Cayetano.
Senator Cayetano is recognized for his manifestation.
Mr. Senate President, before that, am I correct that the former Senate President wants to move that we suspend the consideration of this concurrent resolution and discuss it tomorrow? If yes, then may I make a...
Yeah, Mr. President, my question, first of all, I don't know anything about this bill. Nothing. It just came out of the air. So this is a Senate concurrent resolution. This is not a simple resolution. And I was a majority leader, like you've been also a minority leader, I believe, a majority leader. And the concurrent resolution has a force of, before the Supreme Court came out with the decision that it does not have a force of law, but it used to have a force of law. So ang question ko lang dyan, Mr. President, is, with due respect to him, I know it's a local issue. I know it's a local issue, and it's important to you guys. And I don't want to disenfranchise anyone. Ang akin lang sana, explain sana sa amin ano itong pag-usapan natin. Yun lang. And I asked a colleague who represents particularly before these 10 EMBO barangays, I asked her, and she also doesn't know what's going on. Due courtesy lang ba? Sort of some respect and due courtesy. Yun lang akin, Mr. President. I have, again, if I raised my voice, it's because, it didn't have to go that way, and I apologize if I raised my voice. Okay? Ang akin dyan, if it will help you, maybe we can pass this, we can take it up tomorrow. Ang akin lang naman dyan is nabigla ako, dahil nasa taas nga ako, at biglang may concurrent resolution about these barangays. Wala naman sa agenda today, Mr. President. So, my appeal to the good gentleman is give us time to at least explain to us what it is all about. We have no caucus. We've never had a caucus since I asked for one in the beginning of the incumbency of the good Senate President. So I don't know. If we had a caucus, you could have raised it there and said, this is a very simple piece of resolution. Nobody's going to get affected. We're going to get them to vote at least in these elections. You know, if I was told that, then I would have no problem. Pero biglaan eh. Ngayon ko lang nakita yung document here, just now, when I went down. So, that is all I'm asking because we're not the house of, we don't want to be like other establishments na, ano lang tayo, in the midnight hour we're passing measures. No, we're not like that. Senator Cayetano knows that. That's her pet peeve. She doesn't like to pass things in the middle of the night when nobody's around. I know that because we have traditions, and it's a time-bound tradition. So mine is not. I'm not even asking anymore. I'm not raising a point of order because our agreement in the past is that we will take up on the floor what is the agenda for the week. And this is not even in the agenda for the week kasi bago lang to. And I understand kung bago lang to because of the lateness of the hour, meaning the lateness of the session, and this might be able to help Senator Cayetano. But we have another session tomorrow, Mr. President. So there should be no problem. All we need to know is just understand what is this all about? How can we help you? Ayoko din ma-disenfranchise sila eh. Ayoko din, Mr. President. Yung mga taga-Tagig at sa Embo Barangays. Ang gusto ko lang sana is just explain to us what this is all about. Because this is a concurrent resolution. If it was a simple resolution saying that the Senate would like the COMELEC to recognize these Embo Barangays and come up with this procedure, wala po akong problema, Mr. President. But this is a concurrent resolution, which is a tad higher, a notch higher in terms of implementation and validity. Yun lamang po, Mr. President. No offense meant to my dear colleague. I know it means a lot to him. I'm not here to stall, and I'm not here to disenfranchise anyone. Yun lang po, Mr. President. Yung akin lang, sana ma-explain lang sa amin. And with due respect, we're all elected senators here. I will not pass a measure na hindi ko papadaanan sa inyo or to anyone, in fact, without going through the motions. Yun lang po, Mr. President. Yun lang request ko. It's just a simple request that tradition should be followed, at least to explain to us, at least come up with an interpellation on the measure on this particular concurrent resolution. Because even with simple resolutions, we have periods of interpellation. We have period of amendment in simple resolutions, lalo ng concurrent resolutions. So yun lang po ang request ko, Mr. President. Thank you.
Mr. President, let me just state
Before the Honorable Cayetano responds with his manifestation, Chair would like to place on the record. Number one, as correctly pointed out by Senator Zubiri, this is a concurrent resolution, and by virtue of the Supreme Court decision, is no different from an ordinary resolution. Hence, it does not have to go through 3 separate readings on 3 separate days. Number two, we did give due courtesy to Senator Nancy, even if this involves barangays that are no longer part of Makati, but because the chair thought it used to belong to Makati, we cleared it with her. I don't know if the statement of the gentleman was stated on the record that we consulted their administrative staff. The answer is no. We consulted the chief of staff named Christine and her head of legis named Isa, who according to them consulted the good senator about it, and the response was, she can confirm or deny the same tomorrow, it has nothing to do with Makati because it has everything to do with Taguig. Hence, we proceeded and clarified it with the minority leader, with the indulgence of the minority leader, given the urgency of the matter as raised by Senator Cayetano. Just to place that on the record. Senator Cayetano.
Yeah,
is
Mr.
recognized.
President, thank you for clarifying that because I just like to put on the record, this is my 3rd term as a senator. I've been a majority leader, minority leader.